All right, Shalom. I want to start out by giving all glory and praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles for teaching us this truth. Peace and blessings to the brothers push the word throughout the four corners. Peace and blessings to the elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Around the brother Karar from the GMS Memphis camp coming at you pretty much with a beautiful lesson, man. You know, pretty much going into misguided God dropouts, okay? Misguided God dropouts. All right, when you think of dropout, you think of school, right? Well, you got the Lord has set up men just like his teachers that's in school set up for you to understand, you know, certain curricular activities, or like, you know, like math, social studies, science. All right, well, according to the scriptures, according to the Bible, the Lord have men that he have that should feed you with understanding according to his heart. You see, he have set up men. All right, and those men are the watchmen, ultimately the prophets of Yahweh Shema Shai, right? But you fast forward today, a lot of our people are refusing are refusing the spiritual academics, man. All right, a lot of our people are refusing the spiritual academics, and they just dropping out of school, man. Here it is. We teach you about the fear of the Lord, his name. He's a dark-skinned man. He don't play in the games. He's meant to be feared. And you people just drop out, you know. You people just give up because the God of the Bible is too much. You see, the God of the Bible doesn't love everybody. Okay? The God of the Bible is too strict. But if you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Indians don't understand that Yahweh Shema Shai, who the word English called God and Jesus, have chosen you to be a special people unto himself, and have called you his peculiar treasure, and gave you law, statutes, and commandments, you're going to feel it when that judgment comes. So I got a video. What inspired this lesson was I was watching a video that's called Visiting the Most Dangerous City in America by Tommy G. He's like a YouTuber. All right, I got this video on YouTube, and it's pretty much just going into how you got these Edomites, might be an Israelite foreigner, you know, but you got these Edomites out here pretty much going from city to city, hood to hood, you know, doing pretty much videos and reports that's going on in the hood, man. Pretty much spending a day in the hood, right? Doing little experiments, right? So I'm gonna play the video. It's gonna be like 10 minutes long. I'm gonna just let the video play, and then I'm gonna just get precepts. Lord willing, you be edified.
In southwest Memphis, where police say 2 people have been shot and killed. It's been a violent 5 days in Shelby County, as we've sadly told you about at least 8 homicides happening since Saturday.
3 people were shot in the parking lot of a strip mall off Mill Branch in Whitehaven.
September 2nd, police say Bonds lured the White Station graduate using a social media app by pretending to be a girl. Once he was there, investigators say Bonds robbed and murdered the former Spartans lineman.
What are we doing? This should shake our entire community to its core.
You know how to fight? You want to fight one of them? You think you can? You want to hit that water?
Gonna die in the hood in Memphis right now.
The most dangerous?
Yeah.
Every year we take the treacherous journey to document the most dangerous city in America. This year, Memphis, Tennessee holds the title as the most unsafe place in the country. It's a place where some people act like they are Grand Theft Auto characters, and perhaps no story better highlights the violence of Memphis than that of Ezekiel Kelly, the 17-year-old kid who went live on Facebook and proceeded to record himself on a shooting rampage.
Reign of Terror started at 12:33 a.m. on September 7th, 2022. Police say Kelly shot and killed 62-year-old Richard Clark. 1 minute later, Kelly is accused of shooting 44-year-old Lakeisha McGlathan while her father changed a flat tire. 1 hour and 40 minutes later, at 5:50 p.m., police say Kelly was live on Facebook as he shot Rudy Berger. The district attorney's office has Kelly's own mother call police to alert them of the alarming live stream.
According to some estimates, your chance of being a victim of violent crime in Memphis is 1 in 41, which to me sounds insanely high. And if you look at the numbers, ever since the events of COVID and George Floyd, Memphis has essentially gone crazy, doubling the murder rate if you compare the era of the 2010s to the 2020s. Today, we take you through the wild streets of Memphis so you can see for yourself what it's like in America's murder capital. This is a real and raw look at the city of Memphis. Let's get to it.
Guys, we just dropped a lot of new hoodies on the website. I want to tell you about them, okay? Everything on this drop is high quality, custom cut and sew, custom embroidery. We got puff prints here. We got sleeve work. We got stuff on the back. We got this green one right here. We have custom tags. We took a lot of time to develop durable, high quality hoodies. Stuff that's gonna last a while, hold up well, look nice. We also have these trucker hats. And of course, guys, we still have the Big Dogs Gotta Eat sweatshirts, the RIP Mainstream Media sweatshirts. If you want to support independent media, get yourself something. So I appreciate you guys. Let's get into it.
What is it like being a funeral director in the most dangerous city in America?
It's very difficult and challenging. We see death every day. To see tragic death the way that Memphians are seeing death daily is really difficult.
So like they're gonna have ads and stuff, but it's an edifying video going into the most dangerous city, right?
Memphis has a really encompassing camera system. Everywhere you go, you see these blue cameras. We're gonna have to ask Jizzle about these, what he knows about them. We just saw on Reddit that one of the fast cash guys was killed. I don't know how many people are in this squad, if they even know each other, and what that guy was even doing to get killed. But it's definitely concerning. Jizzle, that's us in the Chevy. You see us?
Let's come out there. How you doing, Joe?
Yo, what's up? You want me to pull up? Why does it feel like every car is about to kill us?
I don't know. Did you see him with a drum with a switch?
This guy?
Yeah.
Is he pointing with this gun where to go? Yeah. I'm not pulling into that house. I'm not pulling into that house. This is good. What's up, brother? How you doing? I'm Tommy.
Jill.
Nice to meet you.
No, what's good?
We were here to meet Fast Cash Jizzle. He's a talented gangster rapper that sounds like this.
If you run this switch, gon' trip you up. That's what got Ricky killed.
He was really nice the few times I spoke to him on the phone, but today something felt off. Tension and aggression were in the air. There were rumors floating around the city that fatal violence had happened only a couple hours earlier, so perhaps this crew had their guard up. Here's how the conversation went with Jizzle and the Fast Cash boys.
You got a bag in, you know what? Hey, Joe. You ain't got, you put your ski.
I don't like that. I like having a getaway plan. I like having a getaway plan. I don't like being blocked in.
You good, bro. You good, bro.
Not backing without getting blocked in. Okay.
Big dog gotta eat.
Big dogs gotta eat.
Yep.
What's your name, man?
Pete.
Keegan. Good to meet you.
What's up, fellas? How you guys doing?
Memphis seems like a treacherous place.
Yeah, you know, got his parts, just like everywhere else. This shit, it don't matter where you go, he's always gonna have the bag.
So I got a question. This is more of a personal question, but how often do you guys talk to your mom?
Every day.
You see her in person or call her?
In person and call her.
How important is your mom to you?
Shit, that's super important. She made me, goddamn. But still, it don't matter how busy you gotta check in with your people. You don't want to really love you.
If I were to say, like, the 13, 14, 15-year-old kids are the most reckless.
Reckless? I don't know about reckless. They just misunderstood. I wouldn't say reckless. They just misunderstood.
Good to see you. You a Marine?
I am, yeah.
What made you join?
You know, trying to make something out of myself, plain and simple, you know, because I finished high school in Port Arthur, Texas. Got kicked out of high school, taken to jail in the 10th grade. That was in Port Arthur, Texas.
So you are the district attorney.
Yes.
In the most dangerous city in America. What is that like?
It is definitely challenging, but I will say this. There is some bright news on the horizon because starting in the last quarter of 2023, crime has started to come down. Still unacceptably high, but at least the trend lines are in the right direction.
They'll rap about, like, I was terrorized in the city. And they're like, it's not a shameful statement. It's like almost a proud statement.
I've never seen a child come into this world that wasn't acting like a child, like a baby. But I've never seen one come into this world that wanted to be a shooter. But somewhere in that space between that baby entering this world and coming into their teenage years or later, the norm, what is normal, shifted.
Yes.
Their norm shifted. That's what happened with me.
A lot of them talk about it's the parents, right? And they will say, you know, we need to do a better job of parenting, you know, and they say we need to teach our kids personal responsibility and personal ethics, and that's a big part of it.
So one trend is that people seem to not want to knuckle up anymore.
We use our hand, man. We like to use our hand.
I think that's a better way to do it.
We good with our hand. Yeah. You know how to fight? You want to fight one of them? You think you can?
I don't want to hurt anyone.
You want to hit that water?
I've done a cage fight before.
Hit that water, man. Go on, hit that water. Go on. You want to get in there?
The wall always wins.
In the water. You finna hit that water.
He's cage.
I'm
From an outsider, like if I tell somebody I'm going to Memphis, they feel like I'm just going to automatically die.
Damn.
I'm not kidding you. But do you guys feel like it's risky? Like, do you feel like you have to roll around a certain way?
We were born here, so this shit just feel normal. Waking up, putting our pants on. You straight, you stamp, head to line. Murder ain't God, man. Line. That's how we get down in the Murder 8 in Memphis. Line, you know what's going on, man.
They call us the Murder 8.
Tap in. I'm the Murder 8 God. You're Murder 8 boy, man. You know what's going on. Motion, no commotion, man. Motion boy.
What the fuck, dude? How many dudes are in the house?
Dude, there were like 40 dudes there.
Yeah, our first taste in Memphis is kind of what I expected. There's a lot of people, I guess I can't say too much, but a lot of people doing sketchy things in the background. I wasn't sure what Jizzle and his crew were going through that night, but I have to say it was a bit stressful at the house. Every car that passed felt like a drive-by shooting was about to happen. But I was only there very briefly. The people that live there every single day, the reality is they have a lot of stress on their shoulders, and it's no surprise that Memphis is ranked as one of the most stressful places in the country. How do you walk the line between not contributing towards mass incarceration, but then also getting certified threats off the street?
Nationally, and in Tennessee, and in Shelby County, for the last several decades, we had gone on a mass incarceration binge. What I want to do is refocus on the violent crime and the repeat offenders, but we've got to temper it. We've got to do both stick and carrot, right? So on the carrot side, another initiative that we started that I'm really excited about is something we're calling meaningful supervision. We are folding in rehabilitative interventions into our plea deals. Someone may get probation, but it's not going to be just probation. It's going to be get your GED, or substance abuse counseling, or mental health treatment if that's indicated, or at least job training, job placement, maintain gainful employment for a certain period of time, that kind of thing. And the quicker they do those things, the more open we will be to a motion to reduce their level of supervision or to end their probation.
If you have a child, 12 or older, and you'd like for them to get into the best university possible, I have something very...
We almost there.
All right, folks.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a lot of
Day 2 in
preset.
Memphis. We have the proper lunch here, the glizzies. Keegan already had one.
Yeah.
How is it?
It was pretty good.
Yes, last night was sketchy, but we're excited for some new opportunity here. We're showing up to a guy named Big Scat, who has movement in the area. Apparently, he brings a lot of people out when he shoots his music videos, which is what we're going to go see. He said, pull up, let's eat, let's go. What can you tell us about Memphis?
In this area, it's real friendly, you know.
Southern hospitality?
Yep, Southern hospitality.
Some queens are in the area, I can tell.
Period.
Some people say this is the most dangerous city in America.
No, it's what you make of it in what area.
But you still have to be careful. Any area, wherever area you have to be careful.
Any other final thoughts?
No, just
be safe. Man, they cool people. You know what I'm saying? Shows a lot of love.
Now, I can honestly say I love the Tennessee Southern hospitality. People here, for the most part, have been very nice, welcoming us in, and it's like a nice, charming feel Tennessee has, so I like it. Let's head to the block and meet Big Scat. What's up, fellas? How you guys doing? Tommy.
I'm scared.
Nice to meet you. What do we got going on today?
I'm finna shoot a video too though. I had a cameraman pulling up. While you doing this, we gonna shoot a video too at the same time.
That'd be good. Can we say where we're at right now?
Yeah, we in South Memphis right here.
Okay, is it just me or when random cars start speeding by, do you guys get a little bit of spidey senses like what's going on?
Yeah, for sure. You got to. You know, you're on the danger hood in Memphis right now.
The most dangerous?
Yeah, they most dangerous here.
It just look good in there. They remodeling. You see that look nice.
So is that Section 8 right there?
It look like that though.
This abandoned. Like we used to get our haircut out here when we was a kid.
Why do they call you Big Scat?
Drifting scat packs and shit.
Be a driver.
This what nigga used to get that haircut at. We ain't gonna be in this thing more.
Alright, that's it. That's it. And there you go, man. You know, the mentality of our people, you know, what they stuck on, man. You know, he asked him, he said, why he call you Big Scat? He said, because I be drifting scat packs. And then, you know, you had him in the car with the pooch shiesty mask on. You know, our people just foolish, you know, even down to a bunch of niggards in one house, man. You see about 40 of them, you know, pants sagging, just, you know, just out there image of black culture. You see what I'm saying? Them ain't nothing but Esau's products, man. This is what these ain't nothing but the products of America, man. When you look at these GMO babies, when they around here doing whatever they want to do, man, over here robbing, toting guns, you know. But then the main thing that tripped me out was when the guy asked him, do you consider 15-year-olds more dangerous? He was like, they ain't dangerous, they just misunderstood. Well, let's get this term misunderstood, because I looked it up, you know. That just be a famous word a lot of these niggas kind of like to use, talking about they misunderstood. To be misunderstood means that someone else, this is from the AI overview, someone else does not correctly interpret or understand a person's thoughts, feelings, or intentions, often leading to a wrong impression or perception of them due to the miscommunication, different perspectives, or cultural differences. You see? And it says, if you describe someone or something as misunderstood, you mean that people do not understand them and have a wrong impression or idea of them. But you can clearly see, a man is known by the countenance, right? Let's get that precept. This is Sirach chapter 19, verse I'm going to read 30 too as well. This is Sirach chapter 19, verse 29. A man may be known by his look, and one that have understanding by his countenance. And when thou meetest him, a man's attire and excessive laughter and gait show what he is. So if you pay attention to how these guys dressing with the ski masks, like they attempting to go, they looking like they going to go do something. Ain't nothing misunderstood, man. You know? One thing about it, the Lord prophesied about you niggas in the scriptures, man. He knew eventually that you 2/3 will come down to a low point. And guess what? This is the lowest point of our people, man. You black Latinos, Native Americans, and Indians. Hey, Issachar, you ain't exempt either, man. You Latinos do the same thing. You know? This is what we've been reduced. This is what Jake has been reduced to, man. Scat packs, AKs, Uzis, and and glizzies, man. All right, eating a dog from the stove, man. You know, this Jake's just simple. That's why the Lord said, "How long you simple ones when you love simplicity? Fools hate knowledge," and you starting to pretty much see that, man. Fools hate knowledge. You starting to see it in their actions, in their attire, in their countenance, man. You see? And if you got understanding, you will look at these niggas and clearly exempt yourself, man. You know? We in the midst of this. So therefore, hey, we gotta be wise as serpents and harmless as doves, man. We gotta be thinking with wisdom. We can't be too flashy. We can't be too, you gotta be discreet, lowly. You gotta be off the radar, man. You can't even get into an argument with these niggas, man. They be so ready to take it to the next level, man. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 5, verse 8. I'm gonna read it in the KJV, then I'm gonna read it in the Common English Bible next. This is 2nd Esdras 5 and 8 in the KJV. There should be confusion also in many places, and their fire should be offset out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. Okay, let's read that in the Common English Bible version, right? This is 2nd Esdras 5 and 8. Chasems, right? Let's go into that word. What's chasems? It says, well, open in many places, and fire will be shot forth frequently. Wild beasts will roam beyond their territory, and women will give birth to monsters. You see, and you starting to see it, man. You know, when that Jake asks, when you know, it could be an Israelite foreigner, you know, the way how they was comfortable with just being around them in a sense still. You know, they understood, like, hey, I ain't pulling up there. You know, you heard them in the video. Hey, I'm not pulling all the way up there. But they could be Israelite foreigners, just how they look, their countenance, you know. But he asked them, he said, hey, I know this is a personal question, you know. He said, but how often do you conversate with your mother? You know, and they was like, hey, I conversate with mom all the time, man. Mom does all the time. You always check in. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jake love his mama, boy. You know? But what a love it for you, how about Shema Rashah, who the word eagerly called God and Jesus Christ? You see? The reason why men don't hate this truth, because everybody want to still be that old nigga. Everybody still want to be known for something, man. Hey, it's time to be men, right? Let's get that precept. I had it on deck. This is Isaiah chapter 46, verse 8. It say, remember this and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O ye transgressors. Hey, you got to show yourself a man, man. Hey, you gotta put those childish ways away. You got to become a man. You spake as a child, you became a child, but you put away those childish things and you became a man in understanding. That, hey, that road don't leave nothing, pretty much don't leave you nowhere but death, man. You see? You got to seek the righteous path. And a lot of our people had lost their way. You could just tell in their actions, the way how they carry themselves, you know. When you look at the video, you had a goddamn 42-inch, if not probably 55-inch on the floor, and they passing the joystick around, man, with a pit bull, you know, with the Charger or the Camaro in the driveway, man. Jake just been reduced down to just being nothing. That's why we need salvation. That's why we need to be delivered. No more will we be looked at as spittle. No more will we be a proverb in the world, man. We are kings and princes. That's why the Lord says, show yourselves men. Isaiah 46 and 9. Remember the former things of old. Remember the old way, Jake. Remember the law, statutes, and commandments. The wisdom that the Lord told you to uphold. You are a wise and outstanding people, but it's like in America, you just reduced to a niggard. You just reduced to nothing. The people without knowledge. And that's ultimately because y'all refuse to listen to the prophets that the Lord have set up out there. His mouthpieces. Here it is. The Lord is trying to show you the good way. But you don't even want to walk therein. Isaiah 46:9. Remember the former things of old. For I am God. You know, y'all look at Esau as God. You heard Jake on there talking about murder ain't God, you know. He claiming his hood, his set. You know. But nobody giving praises unto the true God, the living power. Yahweh Shema Shai. There is none else. I am Yahweh Shema Shai, and there is none like me. Declaring the end from the beginning and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel should stand, and I will do all my pleasures. Salvation is a part of that counsel, but also Jacob's trouble is a part of that counsel. Because through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of heaven. We got to go through a trial, Jake. All right? Jeremiah 30:7 is not just there just to be there. It's not to be looked over. Hey, we're going to go through a time like no other. And it's going to, a lot of these two-thirds, they going to be having the mindset of Esau in them times, man. Loading drakes, carrying firearms. They already have a spirit of purging. They have a spirit of defiance. A lot of our people just be defiant. They don't want to listen. You know? I'm going to get Isaiah chapter 1, verse. Let me get this right quick. It's Isaiah chapter 1, starting at verse 1. I'm going to get it in the Message. All right? Get straight to the point. It says, Message of Judgment. That's the title of Isaiah, the first chapter. All right, but this is in the Message version. All right, MSG version. Verse 1, the vision that Isaiah, son of Amos, saw regarding Judah and Jerusalem during the times of the kings of Judah. Uzziah, Jotham, Ahaz, and Hezekiah. Heaven and earth, you're the jury. Listen to the Most High's case. I have children and raised them well. They turned on me. The ox knows who's boss. The mule knows the hand that feeds him, but not Israel. Hey, it said the ox knows his boss, and the mule knows the hand that feeds him. Who brought us out of that land of Egypt? Yahweh Shema Shai. He brought those plagues for our sake, man. Really for his name's sake. Not really for, it wasn't even really for Israel's sake, but for his name's sake. Because guess what? His name is in us. And we're supposed to uphold these laws, statutes, and commandments, this order, this image. But yet we holding the image of black culture. But not Israel. My people don't know up from down. They don't even know up from down, man. They think the bottom, they think this is okay. They think this good way of living is okay. They think this is the kingdom. They think this is life. But like the brother Yakanan love to say, hey, this ain't living, man. Every day you wake up, man, you got to look over your shoulder. You got to live in fear, man. You don't know what these monstrous GMO babies will do, man. You don't know what mentality they on, man. They don't pray when they wake up. But a lot of their judgment really gonna come to Esau, Edom, because guess what? These are your products. You polluted the Lord's inheritance, man. And the Lord gonna deal with you, you self-proclaimed white people. Hey, the Lord is gonna deal with you. But Jake, hey, if you don't get right and you don't repent, you're gonna get caught up in their judgment. It says back in the Message for back in Isaiah, first chapter, the Message version, verse 4. My people don't know up from down. Shame. Misguided God dropouts. The Lord called them misguided God dropouts. Staggering under their guilt baggage. Villainous gang, right? Criminals. Band of vandals. My people have walked out on me. Their power. Turned their backs on the Holy One of Israel. Walked off and never looked back. You know? Why bother even trying to do anything with you? Why bother teaching unto you niggas? Why bother trying to reason unto you that the Lord is not coming to play with none of y'all, man? Why bother? We just gonna keep teaching his word, prophesying to the wind. As long as it hit the elect ears and they get right, hey, we straight, man. That pleases the Lord. And we gonna keep doing, we gonna keep teaching, man. It say, why bother even trying to do anything with you when you just keep to your bullheaded ways? Lord called you bullheaded, hard-headed. You stubborn as a bull. You keep beating your heads against brick walls. Everything within you protests against you. From the bottom of your feet to the top of your head, nothing's working right. The Lord said the way how y'all walking in this world ain't even right. The way how you operate in your mentality, because that's really what the Lord meant about the top of your head, your cranium, you know, your pineal gland. Y'all ain't even thinking, man. Your brain cells have withered away, you know. Jake always say he's smoking that Zaza, man. You know, it's killing your brain cells, man. You see, just dumbing you down. The Lord said nothing seems to work right. Wounds and bruises and running sores, unattended, unwashed, unbandaged. Your country is laid waste. Your cities burned down. Your land is destroyed by outsiders while you watch. Reduced to rubble by barbarians, daughter Zion is deserted like a tumbled down shack on a dead end street, like a tar paper shanty on the wrong side of the tracks, like a sinking ship abandoned by the rats. If God of the angel armies hadn't left us a few survivors, we'd be as desolate as Sodom, doomed just like Gomorrah. And that's why the Lord gonna pretty much, and that's why the Lord just dealing with the elect of the nation of Israel, man. You see? Because a lot of you people, man, you just ain't, you ain't right, man. You ain't right in the head. You know? And it's talking to our people. Lord called you God. The Lord called you misguided God dropouts. I had to write that down, man. That was beautiful. That's a beautiful example for y'all, man. Y'all a bunch of dropouts spiritually, man. Y'all always try to resist the Holy Spirit, like Stephen said. And y'all stoned him. So how much more of us, man? Y'all tired of hearing right things, man. Jake want to hear smooth things. If that man would have went up there, you know, those guys would have went out there and said, hey, what y'all doing is stupid. Y'all look retarded. Hey, y'all need to come back repair. Hey, Jake probably would have beat the brakes off him, man. You know? Don't nobody what it say, because I tell you the truth, I become your enemy. Isaiah 30:9, that this is a rebellious people, lying children that would not hear the law of the Lord. Would say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. Speak unto us smooth things, and prophesy deceit. Get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. And that's our people, man. Always refusing the order. They don't like order. They like to do what they want to do. Just rebellions. The Lord said rebellion is the sin of witchcraft. The Lord said to obey is better than sacrifice. That's why the first in the prayer it's Shema, you know. Shema, Yasharala, Yahweh, Alahadinawa, Yahweh Kud. It's Shema, man, because y'all don't know how to hear. Y'all can't even hear it. You can't get past hearing and comprehending what's being said to you. Hey, man, ain't nothing the Lord can do with you. Like the Lord said in the scriptures of Isaiah, the first chapter in the Message. Lord willing, you take time and you read that for brothers and sisters that's watching this video. It said nothing's working right from the top to the bottom. Isaiah 30:11, get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because you despise this word and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling on a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. All right? So the Lord's not going to play with you, man. The Lord going to bring that heavy judgment. Y'all know the precept. This is Jeremiah chapter 6, verse 15 through 19 in the MSG version. All right, version. The Message again. I was reading through the version, and these versions in the Message caught my eye. It's Jeremiah 6 and 15 in the MSG version. It says, It say, my people are broken, shattered. They put on band-aids, saying it's not so bad. You will be just fine. But things are not just fine. Do you suppose they are embarrassed over this outrage? No, they have no shame. They don't even know how to blush. There's hope for them. There is no hope for them. They hit rock. They hit bottom, and there's no getting up. As far as I'm concerned, they're finished. Yahweh Shema Shah has spoken. And they finished, man. You know, one scripture I brought out was declaring the end from the beginning. You see, the Lord's counsel going to stand. When he said 2 parts should cut off, that's the Lord's counsel. He meant that. 2/3 got to go. Because they not pleasing Yahweh Shema Shah. They only pleasing their own bellies, man. They only doing what they want to do. And neither do they ask for help. Neither do they blush. Neither do they think like, consider like, hey, man, I must be doing, I'm tripping. I look retarded. I look foolish. They're not going to consider that. They're not ashamed. Let's keep going. This is verse 16 in the MSG version of Jeremiah 6 chapter. It says, death is on the prowl. All right. That's the title for the next verse. It say death is on the prowl. Okay. And it say moving stiffly. Right? Because the prowl means to move stiffly. So evil watching for you, according to Ezekiel the 7th chapter. Go stand at the crossroads and look around. Ask for directions to the old road. They tried and true road. The tried and true road. See, Jake don't want to be tried. Jake don't want to be don't want to live godly, man. Jake don't want his character to change. Jake want to continue being a nigger. All right? A niggard. It says, but they said, it said that the tried and true road, then take it. Discover the right route for your souls. But they said, nothing doing. We aren't going that way. We even provided watchmen for them to warn them, which is the prophets, to set off the alarm, giving them their warning, showing house of Jacob their sins and their transgressions. But the people said it's a false alarm. It doesn't concern us. And so I'm calling in the nations at witness. Watch, witness what happens to them, and pay attention, earth. Don't miss these bulletins. I'm visiting catastrophe on this people, the end result of the games they've been playing with me. They ignored everything I said, had nothing but contempt for my teaching. What would I want in incense brought from Sheba, rare species from exotic places? Your burnt sacrifices and worship give me no pleasure, and your religious rituals means nothing to me. You know? And that's the point, man. The Lord don't want to hear that, man. You know, a lot of these niggas grew up in their church house, you know, under Big Mama, you know, one parent housing. This is what Esau reduced our people to. But guess what? Our people is pretty much, they are flat out laden with iniquity, man. Okay? They fully have been wicked, man. And there's no chance of survival for them. The Lord said, ain't no hope for these people, man, these 2/3. They have chosen their way. They stayed on perverseness. They trust in the way. They love the true living. They love every day being gangster. Every day they wake up. They just love it, man. They get a thrill out of it. But the thrill is coming. Judgment is prowling, right? This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. At last, for their day is great, so that none is like it. No history, no horrific event in history will be compared unto Jacob's trouble. Think about that. Because Jacob's trouble is going to be famine, death, pestilence, heavy judgment for the children of disobedience. 2/3 of our wicked people. Jeremiah 37. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even a time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. That he is the elect. We're going to see the elect. They're going to do this scripture right here. This is Sirach chapter 2, verse 16. I'm going to start at 15. They that fear the Lord will not disobey his word, and they that love him will keep his ways. They that fear the Lord will seek that which is well pleasing unto him, and they that love him shall be filled with the law. And what is law? What is love? Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. But ultimately, it's the fear. You got to fear the Lord. It's a fearful thing to fall into his hands. You gotta fear the Lord. He say none is like me in Isaiah 46. None is like me. Nobody can do what I can do. I kill him and I make him alive. But a lot of you Midgards don't understand that. That's why the Lord finna bring a judgment like no other. Jeremiah 30:7. A judgment that's going to be incomprehensible. Since you dropped out, since you are spiritual dropouts, and you're not going to be able to pass the final exam when it gets here, man. A lot of y'all going to take that MOTB. All right? So that's all I have. I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles teaching us this truth. Peace and blessings to the elect. Hey, shalom.